been violated. I don't think that's funny. Should I be laughing? No, I shouldn't be laughing. But it's a card game we're talking about.
If Vendreds go first, they can put up like 3 Omegas and a BLs. Mind you, I know how the Omega thing works and that.
I don't know why BL shot up in price.
Because BLs is played in Pendulum Magicians, because Pendulum Magicians have no true way to out true Draco.
You see, this is what happens when we stop playing staple trap card. Look, what used to be considered a staple trap card, like a compulsory evacuation device.
Shout out to Fiendish Chain.
Fiendish Chain.
Shout out to Fugly.
Like, there's so many good trap cards that just got.
Well, that's why BLs is going back down. It's cooling off now.
Yeah,
it's
like,
even 30.
It's like people stopped playing Castell.
Remember when it was 30, like the first time it came out?
Really?
Yeah, it was 30, like 4 or 5 years ago.
I always just remember it being at that solid $10 price. I never saw it fluctuate too much from there.
Like, it came out, people played it, and then people stopped playing it.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay, but like I remember my friend tried to play Dark Synchro on me. He summoned out that BLZ. He was like laughing, like, what are you gonna do?
Compulse?
No, I was playing Stellar, so I went straight into Triver, and I was like,
oh, that's petty.
Good try.
I remember a friend of mine, he actually lives near me. He stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A while ago, but he was playing, I believe it was Infernity or 6 Sam. I cannot remember for the life of me what he was playing, but he just put out like 3 BLs in one turn. I was playing Frognarks. Stormforth is a good card. Stormforth is a really good card, especially when you mind control and then you Stormforth.
Oh, no, that's just real petty.
Mind control should never have been hit.
Especially in Link format now, like you just take your Link monster, you make
a firewall.
Yeah.
I forgot to show off the firewalls in Action Deck too.
Oh my man.
Firewall was a card that should not have been made.
Firewall, I think, is okay.
It's okay for what it's supposed to do. I can't even say that. It's like it's okay for being an anime protagonist, like.
Oh yeah, for being an anime protagonist card, it's like top notch. It's like equal values, like something like Stardust when Stardust was around. It's like in 5Ds, Stardust was like the hype, man. Stardust. Everybody used Stardust. If your deck could use a tuner, well, unfortunately some decks couldn't. You play Stardust.
Shout out to Teledad.
Teledad. I wasn't around for Teledad.
Teledad was really fun.
I didn't start playing seriously until halfway into 5Ds, around where 6 Samurais came out. Actually, no, that's near the end of 5Ds. So, I started playing with actual real cards at the start of 5Ds, but didn't really look at the competitive side until near the end of 5Ds.
I remember on those 6 Sams, a friend of mine who lives downstairs. I remember the first time I tried to play competitively. I first looked at the ban list, so that should tell you that I was not playing competitively at all. I looked at the ban list, and then the Kitty Atom deck of 6 Sams post ban list. I think Shien was at 1 and Gateway was banned.
Oh my god, yo!
And I still played it. I'm like, this is.
I remember crying. Seeing that first ban list hitting 6 Samurais.
Shien to 1, Gateway to 0.
Gateway, well, they didn't hit it to 0 automatically. They hit it to 1 first, and then they hit it to 0.
No, yeah, because I remember it was in that medium where it's Gateway was at 1, Shien was at 1.
Yeah, it was Shien at 1, Gateway at 1,
and then Smoke Signal to 1.
Smoke Signal to 1, and reinforcement of the army to 1.
I remember those 4 things. I was playing with 6 Sams in that mindset, and then he was playing Dark Worlds, and I'm like, kill me. I literally wanted to die.
Honestly, I understood why they did it, because
6 Sam was tiered.
Yeah, 6 Sam was pretty broken. Luckily, that was I only invested into 1 Shien at that point. I didn't have my other 2. I was proxying the other 2, so I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to buy 2 more Shiens. But for the rest of the deck, I'm like, the deck is so weird. It was so weird to play with only 1 Gateway at that time when I was so used to 3 Gateway. And
I mean, hey, we could play with 1 Gateway now, and it won't be weird.
It's Link format.
The deck won't even be good if 3 Gateway. It won't even.
It won't even be good when the new support comes out. Honestly,
if they don't put Gateway to 3 and they don't make all the new,
they're gonna put Gateway to 3.
They have to. Oh, fun fact! All the new support misses timing with Gateway. Had to learn that hard way.
What?
Yeah, all the Shadow 6 Samurai, well, the ones that have summon effects, the Earth one, the one that searches for everything that's not of Natsuki, he's when Gateway makes a mistiming. Did not know that. the last thing that happens is Gateway giving counters to it because the Shadow 6 Samurai is being summoned. I tried it. It did not activate. I'm like, oh, right, and that's fun. Fun for me.
Maybe you just didn't have any monsters left.
It was first turn, and I had Kigeki in hand. I summoned Kigeki. I summoned the Shadow 6 Samurai. I keep forgetting his name. Doesn't matter what his name is. This is before Fumo was announced, so summon him, so I could search for a fire or a light, search for Inishi. Nope, couldn't do it, because Gateway was the last thing to resolve. Gateway had 4 counters, couldn't do jack.
You could search Kizan and then summon Kizan.
I did that after, but I still wanted to get that other search. Anyways, before we get off into 3 other tangents that we missed.
I mean, this is just like how we feel about Yu-Gi-Oh in general.
I mean, yeah, it's like this is like one of these casual videos that I think needed to happen eventually.
Yeah. What else?
The good sets, like good sets, bad sets, in between sets.
Oh, good sets of the year?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. So, for me, it's between Legendary decks, Legendary Dragon decks.
This coming on one.
Yeah,
right?
this one coming up. Battle of Legend Light's Revenge.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
The Gold Series this year was terrible.
The Premium Gold of Nickel, right? No, that was
No, that was last year. This year, the Gold Series was the movie pack reprinted.
Oh!
With
Duza.
Yeah,
Duza and,
Yeah, that new Cubic card that was supposed to be printed in the first one.
Konami.
What's good with you, man?
That's not even good.
No, nobody cared about it's only because, okay, the movie was out. But, like, you
Then
should
just print Duza in the first one.
Yeah, it's like...
Shout out to freaking Cubic Lord on my team who thinks he's good.
Cubics. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the Yu-Gi-Oh movie this year. Did you watch it?
I actually forgot. I
saw
it.
You could probably watch it online now. Like
I know it's on YouTube Red for like what, $4?
But like I watched it in the movie theater. I still have 2 obelisks because like my friend didn't really care about his obelisk.
Oh so, yeah, they gave out the gold rare movie pack obelisks like in like the silver package when you went to get a ticket.
I still have it in the package, like in case like a lot of people said, you know, like it's a worthless card, but I know sometime in the future it's probably gonna run dry, so
like out in like Master Rule 7 when we have like hyper summoning where you have to pay like 8,000 life points to special summon a monster from your main deck.
20-30 years in the future, that's probably when it'll be something worth something. But
when this game dies and every card becomes like extremely relevant.
Yeah. If the game dies, then I feel like a lot of cards are just gonna go, like.
Or no, they'll become hard to find.
Well, I mean, will the game be like a? Do you watch that House of Champs video about the dead card game Kaijudo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're still playing the game at like ARG events, although like the actual company doesn't really make anything else for the deck anymore. And it's like Billy Brick's brother. Like, just tops every event.
Yeah. I guess it runs in the family, right?
Yeah. But I feel like that's kind of what's gonna happen to Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like, okay, so Konami's gonna stop making events. It's still gonna have like a few like local sanctioned events, and like maybe a few other companies are gonna step up and try to like take control of the game. Maybe another company takes control of the game, like in general, like gets the license to the game to start printing their own cards. But
before, like I don't know, some company like Ubisoft tries to take control of the game. Oh God, no, please.
I mean, I feel like Konami wouldn't like let go of Yu-Gi-Oh easily. It'll be something that's gonna like.
It makes them money, though, as well.
Yeah, it's something that's gonna die hard. Like if it's gonna die, it's gonna die long, slowly. It's gonna be this giant, long.
Each new Master Rule makes the game die faster, Konami.
Well, not in numbers. Maybe to some people, because a lot of people may quit. But like that's something that comes with every Master Rule. I've heard
may quit.
I've heard people say, "Oh, well, synchros. Oh, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh on motorcycles now. Synchros look like trash. I'm quitting the game." They come back a few months later, or a few
playing
years later.
Teledad.
Like, and then I heard, "Oh, Exceeds are stupid. I'm quitting the game."
Come back playing like what? Like
Pendulums are stupid. I'm quitting the game, which is I think Pendulums being stupid is a fair argument. But it
come back playing Pepe.
Oh my God, man.
Pepe to be fair, Pendulums could have been handled way differently. They just completely took every logical sense about this game and just threw out the window of Pendulums. I played Pepe. I was in middle school and I played Pepe. That wasn't right.
I feel like
I question how I was able to afford that.
They balanced Pendulums in in Master Rule 4, but in a way where it kind of made it nearly unplayable for a lot of Pendulum decks.
So that's why with this current ban list, they decided to
Ignis.
just say, heck, and Wavering Eyes to 3, Pendulum Call to 3,
Yeah,
Wisdom Eye to 3.
Yeah, like I was gonna say that before. Like when Pendulum Evolution came out, they just said, okay, here's Wisdom Eye, here's Pendulum Call.
Here's Joker.
Yeah, like we don't care about these cards anymore. Okay,
DPYJ was right all along.
Pendulums are gonna die in like a month, so
Wrong.
Just have them all 3.
Where's my really big mistakes eraser and then just the entire Pendulum mechanic?
I don't think the Pendulums were that bad. Like in the first year they were out, they didn't really make too much of a splash.
And then
Cleese,
and then Pepe.
and then Pepe.
I think it was Klee first. Klee did something, and then it got nerfed, and then Pepe.
Yeah, and then Pepe.
Pepe was Breakers of Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clash of Rebellion, Breakers of
And then
Shadow.
after that, it was just Magic Specters, but it wasn't really Magic Specters.
And then it was Draco Pals. It was Pepe, Draco Pals, and Magic Spectre Pals, Magic Spectre Draco Pals.
But it's like a lot of that died out around when Cosmo started to come out, and like Monarchs and.
Yeah, they hated pendulums. And then Kieran the Bouncing Unicorn. I remember playing.
Kieran.
I remember playing Pepe with like triple Kieran. It was not a fun thing.
Kieran. I only cared about Kieran because I played Ignites. Honestly, it was a real hard card to go against, but I think it was just like it was a good pendulum card for decks that couldn't really have too many. Like a deck like Ignites that couldn't really make anything itself, but
They had to make number 34, no, 45? No.
which number?
Wrong Minion.
Oh, that's 86.
I was way off. Whoops. See? They're still making number monsters. Side note.
You lied to me, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sexton. You said Yuma would get all the number monsters. Alright, we still don't know what all the number monsters are.
We don't even have number 1 yet.
Yeah, like
we don't have 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I thought that would be the whole gimmick of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Okay, so this kid's getting all the numbers. Okay, so some people have multiple numbers, like people like, and then
we don't even have all the numbers yet, Konami.
Yeah, like and then we had like number hunters getting all these other numbers too. So like we should have had all these numbers featured already. Like what? Like why is this something that's still being created?
Why are we just getting number 71 Barbarian Shark in Megatons 2017?
Yeah, it's like
2 animes after Zexal came out.
Yeah, it's like the manga already ended. Like you have no excuse now. Like
just give us all the numbers. Like I don't know, some like Xyz extra pack or something.
You know, I thought they would have put like Yuma in like Arc. I thought all the protagonists would have came back in like Arc 5 since they were like traveling through like dimensions and everything. Instead, they just bring back like these like side characters or
they brought
like
back
secondary
Kite.
characters.
They brought back Kite, right?
Yeah, Kite, Jack, Crow, which is why Blackwing's got so much Assault Blackwing support.
Ugh.
And Red Dragon Archfiend's got so much support as well.
They brought back who was the Alexis Rhodes?
Yeah, from GX.
Yeah.
I never watched GX, honestly.
Neither did I.
Yeah, that's why I don't care about GX being in Duel.
GX was like the Elements of Hero things, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I blanked out on that entirely.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that at all.
Which is why 5Ds was like such a saving grace for me. Like, oh, I love Yu-Gi-Oh so much, I just don't care about GX.
Side note, not every card that you see in an anime deserves printing, or every card you see that needs printing it doesn't get printed. There are still anime cards that haven't gotten printed that, quite frankly, should have been because
I
they're
feel
balanced.
Konami's gonna use that as a running theme, just for these legendary sets. Like a few years ago, like we never would have thought that the legendary dragons like Tamias, Chris, and Hermos would have ever been cards because they were anime only. But you know, here comes Konami. Oh look, here's these cards from the first Yu-Gi-Oh! These weird cards that weren't really explained well in the first Yu-Gi-Oh! But you know, we kind of made them in a way where they kind of work in the actual game now.
For example, cards that I can think of from the anime, and this is reaching, like really reaching. Declaration of Rebirth is a card that should never be printed. Hopefully never will be.
Look, people thought Soul Charge would never get reprinted, or printed in general.
I mean, they had to... No, because the effect in the anime was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean...
Just special summon from graveyard and take 500. It's not you cannot collect your battle phase. It's not you pay life points equal to the number. It's just you take 500 for each. You inflict damage to yourself for 500 per monster. If that doesn't scream DDD support, I don't know what does.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, DVDs are just you have so many
DVDs
cards.
and anime versions. YGO Pro Dawn of New Era. You guys need to stop that. You guys need to stop with the anime cards. The anime version of Orichalcos, that's not right.
Oh yeah.
Your opponent cannot.
10 zones. 10...
Your opponent cannot activate spell cards.
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, I did some degenerate things too. Golden Castle of Stromberg. Look it up.
I don't know why they would even make the anime version of Orichalcos even playable. Like you just win the game if you play the Orichalcos.
Even just the first one.
Yeah.
They have the second and third one. That's just like it gains the effects of all the other ones in the graveyard, and is unaffected by other cards' effects.
Oh man.
The Orichalcos is just the. If I ever see the Orichalcos on like Dawn of an Era, I just cringe so hard because I want to punch something. It's really that bad for me.
Like, there's also a few archetypes that didn't get printed ever. There's,
Arcana Force didn't get all their support.
Oh, Arcana Forces, they have a lot of weird support. They just
They have Arcana Force 13, the Demon, the Dead, something like
I
that.
don't know. They're all based on tarot cards. So.
But they didn't even get half the tarot cards. They didn't even feature half of them in the anime.
It's just if you look up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Week out all the Arcana Force support cards, there's like a giant
YGO
list.
Pro Dawn of the Era. They have them listed. They have all the anime cards listed. Ugh.
And there's like the Valkyries from the first Yu-Gi-Oh! That guy with the pink hair who tried to take over Kaiba.
There's the anime versions of like the Cyber Angels and the Cyber Darks and all the unmade Mask Heroes, which is why we have no Mask Hero main deck monsters. But they're all vanillas, so it's okay.
And then there's a few more. What was it? I keep forgetting what I'm going to say. Oh yeah, there's like this whole carrot deck from like Zexel where like Yuma faced this like weird guy who was obsessed with carrots, and then like he had this whole carrot based deck. It was pretty hilarious, but
the Vision Heroes. You guys remember the fourth arc of Heroes that really didn't take off because two of their cards were hard to find supers from a really old set. They had they actually had a really interesting playstyle. They had like main deck monsters they're like sort of like Crystal Beasts when they're just trying to go into Spell Trap Zone, but then they'd have effects to summon themselves out of the Spell Trap Zone, which I thought was really clever. They should have done that, but they didn't, so it's alright.
you know what they should have did?
What?
They should have made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime based around the lore of like the cards of like the dual terminal.
# dual terminal.
Oh my god,
Yo, that would be an anime I would watch. Like, for no lie, I would watch that like every day.
Yugi Mation would have did it, but he kind of just stopped his Yu-Gi-Oh! Animations in general because he kind of moved on. But it's like I feel like Konami should have been the one to do that, like to make like little anime episodes based around the stories of these decks.
Like, they didn't have to be animation. It could just be like still cut frames of like it's like
yeah, I guess,
yeah, like those.
Yeah, like still cut frames of like voice acting and subtitles.
Yeah, just
that would have been
that would have been great. Just for fan service.
Yeah, like just Konami to acknowledge the fact that these cards have lores instead of just like putting it into artwork and just like kind of like hinting at it. I feel like somebody from Konami should like pitch this idea to like head
like H&R.
Yeah,
Human resources, something like that. I could go on for ages about the lore. I studied like the whole dual terminal lore. I was like deeply engrossed in this lore. It was really good and interesting to read about, like how the Shadals and the Tellers fought for like control of like the Oracle of Zephyra, and then the Infernoids broke out, and then the Infernoids took over the Clees, and it's just like so in depth and like impactful. It takes over every single like relevant archetype that we know of.
You guys will probably start writing some freaking fan fiction about this. All right, I want to see this like all put into like one place, like because I feel like it's all like spread out. Like
it is.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like every archetype that we know of has some lore in it related to dual terminal. Like starting from the Shadal, Burning Abyss, Klee, Triangle, up until the past things I've known about the True King Shuriko Setters. That has been like the DT triangle, like the DT timeline as far as I know.
And I feel like even like Magic does that. Like they kind of put lore behind some of their cards, and
I don't play Magic.
Yeah, like I actually saw like a Magic commercial while one of these ads on YouTube, and I'm like, this is amazing because it's like there's like this pirate based archetype, and like there's like one of this like in like the entire video like this lady like probably like you can assume it's one of the pirate ladies is like speaking. and it's like she's like narrating what it's like to be one of these cards, or like
One of these pirates.
yeah, one of these pirates, or like one like somebody from the archetype. Like she was talking about, oh, how how they're irrelevant and how we're good, you know. And
Like
it was it was actually real cool to just like watch and listen to, even though I don't play Magic, just because like it gave depth to the story. It talked about all these different creatures and everything, and how they and how the pirates view them, you know. So it was actually something I think Konami should do more often. I actually might make a review video on that as well. So
If nobody takes the idea to do videos on the lore of this game, I will do it myself. I mark my words, I will do it myself.
oh, people have done it before. It's just
But it's just not as expansive, not as in depth.
yeah, it's like it doesn't like it usually just drops off.
I will
there.
sit down and watch. I will sit down and do every single archetype that's in the DT era, and then past that because they're still doing lore.
Yeah, they're still doing lore of like Crystron and True Kings.
Fun fact: Crystron's Crystron, Zoo, and Metal Foes.
And True Dracos themselves were also fighting the True Kings.
Yes, and then they combined to make Masterpiece, the degenerate cancer that he is. Blame Zoo. Blame Zoo. It's all
God,
Zoo's
man.
fault. If Zoo didn't need to fight Lithosagem, they wouldn't have had this issue. Actually, no, Metal Foes did it first. Blame Metal Foes. Metal Foes fought Agnamazud, Crystron fought Barstos, and Zeus fought Lithosagem. Blame them, it's all their fault. Blame them the way.
Marianne just has no place in here.
I actually have no clue yet.
Yeah, that's probably why she's not a True King. Because of the lore. I like.
She's a Draco Phoenix.
Yeah, she's a True Draco, but she has the same effect as a True King monster.
No. What wind archetype was like dominantly like lore based? Because there was none, right?
Magispectors. That was like the last one we got.
I could imagine it as like
because Magispectors got Majesty Maiden, just like Ignis got Ignis Heat, Dynamis got Dynamite Knight.
Wait, no, I see now. Because like remember like in Majesty's Pegasus where it's like they're channeling their energy into Kieran, and Kieran's like halfway shimmering. Kieran can turn into Majesty Maiden, and then Kieran and Majesty Maiden. I think that might have been. That's a whole other video.
Yeah, it's way too expensive. I don't even know a lot about it. It's just something that
like it's just so expansive. You have to really consider like all the aspects.
Yeah.
But that is a video for another day. I'm not gonna get too far into that right now. Anything else you need to get off your chest before?
About Yu-Gi-Oh in general?
I guess. Bad sets. I already did that, but good sets, bad sets.
Hey, we were gonna talk about the best sets of the year.
Oh well, yeah. Look at how well that went. This was a podcast.
This is a podcast, man, with like video.
I mean, why not?
And we don't have like mics up to our face looking all professional, like one of them H3 podcasts.
Like one of them, like I don't know, vloggers on like Twitch and whatnot.
Yeah, H3 man. Look them up if you haven't seen them already. All right.
I'm sheltered, okay.
Look. Just look them up. All right. But still, so my best sets of the year were the Legendary Dragon decks, and the Battles Legend Light's Revenge.
No core sets. Like each core set has like their own like fatal flaws.
I feel like the core sets, the only good things were like the secrets. I feel like when I look at a set, I look at everything from the secrets all the way down to the commons.
That's how most people look at them, though.
The thing is that like, if the commons aren't good but the secrets are, then it's like I have no reason to buy the set. I'm just gonna buy the singles. Like if the entire set has something that I like, if it's like something from each rarity that I like, that's when it becomes a better set. I would say Code of the Duelist because it had good rares, good supers, some decent commons, but like all the high rarity stuff, like it wasn't really good except for like Firewall.
And even then, like a lot of people don't want Firewall.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want Firewall.
Guy Saber was bad.
Guy Saber.
Like Guy Saber could have been the
Guy
rare.
Saber gave me nightmares.
Guy Saber could have We still haven't had that. I still haven't gotten that video from you of us opening the Code of Duelist box.
Yeah, actually Brian has that. He never gave it to me.
He probably deleted it.
You
You can open up another one and watch you pull another Guy Saber.
I'm not opening another one.
So
I don't have the money for another one.
Summing it up, like we went to locals like about a month ago. We shared a Code of Duelist box. I opened the Firewall and he opened the Gaia Saber and he got depressed.
I spent too much on Dakota Duelist. The only good thing to come out of Dakota Duelist is the special edition where I got all 3 of my current Solemn Strikes.
Nice.
But, I actually already had secrets. I just traded them for lower rarity and just got them.
I just
back.
don't want strikes altogether. I have no use for them, that's why I sold 2 of my ultis and I still have 1 left.
You gave it to me for free.
You're okay. You already have 3 supers here. You don't need another one.
Well, I would only get it to sell it, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And on that note, selling cards to other players. This podcast is gonna be a lot longer than I thought it would be.
Selling cards to people
is such a hassle, and I'd rather just not do it.
To me,
they always try and like shark you for like 60%.
Yeah, it's like when, dude, there's like layers to it. Okay, so if I'm buying using like something like PayPal, okay, that's when we can kind of get lenient on the prices and. Okay, maybe I can take a few dollars off because, you're paying cash or you're paying PayPal since, for some people you have to pay fees with PayPal, so it'll be an inconvenience.
Because, like, it's friends and family versus, like, just regular PayPal stuff.
And then it's like, especially if it's like you're like shipping, there's other costs involved. So, that's something, that's its own territory where I haven't really explored.
And I choose not to explore.
Yeah, it's something that I think it's always going to be complex in its own regard. Now, if we're both at
the same spot,
yeah,
in like the same 10 feet of each other, like how I am to this camera right now.
If I'm right in front of you, you open up your binder, or you open up my binder, and like we're picking out cards we want from each other. Okay.
I should not be charged for shipping.
Yes,
Like, you should not include the shipping in the price of the card that you're giving me on my card.
The way I like to do it is that we just go lowest retail. Okay, we go lowest. We look at for the condition of the card, look lowest, unlimited or limited.
Like for wide your prices look like go to listing and then
near mint. We look at the price. Okay,
that's it.
That's the price I'm charging. I'm sorry. There's. Unless you're buying a lot where I feel like I can give you a deal, I'm charging you retail if you're buying from me in real life, especially if you're trading from me.
So you're obviously gonna round up. Like if it's like 136, you're not gonna charge them 136. You're gonna
if it's a weird price, you just charge them $1 if it's like 136. But if it's like 170, 180, I'm charging you $2. I'm sorry.
You're gonna round up. You're gonna round up, round down. Whatever is closest to you. But then people was like, it's like 90 cents. Oh, I gotta charge $2 for this. I'm like, why? Like, why? You just don't maximize on your.
It's like.
I understand you have to make a profit, but don't fully try and maximize on your profit.
Like there's that type of people that would just try to like juice you and would go way higher than what retail actually is, and then when you try to tell them retail price, they're like, oh no man, this card's bad. It's going down. It's not gonna stay at this price. Just give me it for this price and we're going to be good. And you have to learn how to say no to some people because some people will be persistent. They're like, oh, I really need this card. Oh, I really want this card. Oh, I'm making this deck. Like, I'm sorry for you, man, but, this kind of, if you're trying to keep your trades equal, then, that's not my problem.
Literally me. He knows this from experience. Literally me. I bugged this man about a Spellbook Corp like 20 times and he's like, no.
I'm sorry. It's like you can get the card somewhere. It's like you can get the card somewhere else. If you don't like my prices, you can get.
You didn't give me a price. You just said no.
Yeah, I just said no.
Yeah, he's not a fair person.
It's because there's also stuff like sentimental value and like
sentimental value. I understand. Like people understand that, but they don't care.
Yeah, like vendors will probably get mad at you, so they'll be like, especially if you're holding that real expensive card, and like, oh, my friend gave me this. They're gonna
I remember when I opened up Shiny Victories, I pulled a playset of cherries, and immediately vendors were hounding me, and I'm like, nah, I need this.
Yeah, it's like
somebody brought up the Glasgow joke. It's like, I need this for Dante. This card says banish 3 Dante, and I'm like, cool, all right, that's good with you.
I just think that people just go to extremes for when they try to get cards because of the way that Konami handles their card distribution. It's not in a way that makes it easy to get everything, so people tend to want to steal and want to juice people.
They want to rip off other people. You'll be willing to not scam a guy for once if you know him. if you know him really well, you'll be willing to not scam him.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things. Like if I know you well, of course I'm gonna give you a good deal. All right, like I'm not gonna charge you like overpriced. I'm not gonna overprice for you. I'm not even gonna. Sometimes I may not even charge you retail. I'm gonna go lower than retail just to make sure because I know you. We've been cool before. We dueled. Like, you know, it's like that. Like that's one thing. But it's like if I don't know you, like I have no reason to offer you less than retail.
Like,
okay? Unless you've already shown me that you are doing the same thing.
Like Nisha here, like he's at my place. Like we chill a good amount of times before he leaves, as far as future veteran status. Like when he's looking through my binder, I'm just like, okay, cool, yeah, take what you want. I'll charge less than retail. I know you're a good guy. I've known you for like a good 3-4 years. It's decent, all right.
I can't be that nice unless.
Not to me. Obviously not to me.
Well, yeah, no, not to you. But like I have some friends.
Okay.
I don't hate him, but it's like I have some friends where it's like okay, like they don't have their own deck yet. It's like I have nothing to take from you. Okay, so I'm gonna help you make this deck. So I'm gonna go off to someone else and trade other cards and like probably maybe spend a little bit of money. I'm gonna try not to spend money, but you know I'm help you get this deck, right? But you know when it's people who are already established, they have like binders that are way better looking than I have, and like they have like max rarity decks or like at least high rarity, and it's like they have rich cards. Like I have no reason to give you cards for free. You're already set. You're already packed.
I never ask him for free cards. I ask him for lower than retail, and he's like, no. And I'm like, all right then, cool. Good to know.
It's like I have no reason to be generous to you if you already have a lot. If you don't have a lot, then you know obviously I'll help you out. But if you're already established, like I have no reason. It's
like the basis of I'm a chill guy with you, I've known you for a long time. That doesn't cut it with me. It's like it doesn't work.
It works to an extent because obviously
it's like I was like I'll do it to him because then I'll feel bad.
But it's like I only really do it if I feel like you need it and you have nothing to offer me.
He has no emotion. I'm kidding. Calm down.
I'm about to get angry.
Oh, that's it.
That's empty.
No, but it's like if you're trading with your friends, it's all fine and dandy. Like you don't have to juice each other. It's like if you're gonna be malicious, you're gonna juice them. But then
if you're trading with your friends and you're charging higher than retail, you're probably a bad person.
You are a bad person. You're not probably bad person. You are a bad person.
You're probably a bad.
It's person. Like I can open up a binder now, but I'm laziness over there. But it's like there's cards in there like Nisha just like he's like, oh, I need this. I'm like, all right, bet, just give me something.
Yeah,
I don't demand much.
And even when like some people are like asked to borrow cards for like events or something, I'll be like, yeah, okay, sure. But you know, if you lose it, you're paying me back.
It's your ass.
Yeah, you know. But otherwise, it's just fine.
Like the moral of the lesson is, don't juice your friends. Juice people who are strangers. Don't do that either.
Amen to that. So yeah, and then there's those people who just charge like obviously like they don't even try to hide that they're juicing you like they charge like less than retail for everything. Like one of those people.
No, it's like they value your cards at less than retail, and they value theirs at higher than retail.
Yeah, and then like if you ever just seen one of those people or been around one of those people who just looked through people's binder and just said, okay, this card's 50 cents when retail's like $5. Okay, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, $1, $2, $1. Like if you ever met one of those people, it's just so annoying. But it's like you kind of don't mind because a lot of these cards that are in your binder, you're just kind of trying to get rid of them anyway. So it's like when they say 50 cents on the card, and it's like although you know it's like $2 card, but you're trying to get rid of it, and you don't really care too much about making your money back on the dot, then you might just give it to them. But it's like if you need the card, then obviously you should say no.
It's like at regionals, it's a whole different story. Like regionals and like high level events, don't get caught selling or buying cards. By the way, like
you're gonna get kicked out.
Looking at you, Samchung.
Because it's just Konami themselves are also, you know,
it's like
strict on those things.
Like I know I've dealt with like mainly 2 or 3 vendors. Like I've seen them before. I go to the same person. They're like they're really good people. They gave me a decent value, and I'm like, okay, bet. Like because usually when I go to events, like really big events, I sell my like whatever's in my book because I don't need it. Also, if you want to make money quick, sell your books in bulk.
Oh yeah, well yeah, like selling it in bulk is gonna attract more people to it.
Because there's more value in it.
Yeah, there's more value like at once, but especially if you give it for like a discounted price. Like like if you add up all the prices of your cards, probably do like 70% of that, and you'll definitely get some
Like you'll get like a good money worth.
So yeah.
This was a very long podcast.
Yeah, very, very long. I think this is like
an hour long.
Yeah, over an hour. Maybe. Is it still running?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it still is. It's an hour and 21 minutes. Oh my god.
we don't. I'm definitely not editing this, because that would be way too much work to go through all the footage. Be like,
I'll do it. Yeah, it's all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be able to do it. Like, we'll just do like quick ones and like really quick videos after this, and then we can just edit it afterwards. Like, I'll edit it afterwards. I don't know. However you feel like doing it, whatever comfortable with you.
All right.
But yeah. Anyways, after this very long podcast, which nobody's watching, Yugiverse, TCG Nistro.
Well, they just might watch mine because I'm gonna make a video in a while that's just saying, okay, this is my last video, so, go back and watch this hour-long video if you haven't watched it already.
If you miss the sound of his voice,
they're not gonna miss the sound of his voice.
I was saying that it's like a metaphor.
Maybe in real life.
Like a few of them.
This soothing voice, but like
you have the Morgan Freeman-esque quality to your voice. Not in tone, just like in nature.
But like when I record, sometimes my voice does sound a bit weird, and like I don't know. In my opinion, it sounds weird. So it's like they may not watch the entire thing, but
like
there's gonna be a hell of a bunch of ad breaks in this video.
If I edit this video, I will make sure to like timestamp important parts in this video.
Oh yeah,
it's all me. It's all me, guys. I have to do that. He's not editing this. He's making me do it. He's a nice person.
Whoa!
I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna upload this video raw. Okay.
Enjoy all that uploading time.
I am.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting down playing some.
I'm gonna be sitting down playing Shinigami Tensei 4.
Oh,
Apocalypse.
I thought you were gonna say Sengoku Basara. It's okay.
I don't have that game anymore. You lost the PS3 version.
Oh, Tommy has it.
My PS3 stopped working. So. Well, it didn't stop working.
The controller stopped working.
No, like I would need a legit PS3 controller to like format it.
Ah.
You can't use PS4 controls for that for some reason. So.
Yeah, because Sony hates us too.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, guys, after this hour-and-a-half long podcast, let's finally reintroduce ourselves. Yugiverse, TCG Nistro.
TCG Nistro. This is how we felt about Yu-Gi-Oh in general. No real direction.
Just you probably see this like once every like year. Like this sort of format podcast. Hopefully not me alone. I will definitely just have a lot of awkward breaks.
Yeah.
I'm a very awkward person.
I mean, there are awkward breaks, and there were two of us, so.
Oh no! Trust me, this man he doesn't talk at all. I just don't want to talk. Yeah, see, right now it just happened.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So,
let's not make this any longer than it has to be.
It's already longer than it has to.
Oh yeah.
So, hope you guys enjoyed.
I'll link you back to his channel, so that way you can watch his great, amazing content.
That will stop on the 16th of October.
Oh, do you want to tell them why, in case they don't already know?
I feel like they already got the message, but if they didn't,
for the oblivious ones who I know that you have.
GoArmy.com. Okay.
I'll link that in the description too if you guys want it. If you guys want to join it, if you guys want to see him in person.
Join them. Well, I'm being reserved, so.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm be like they call me a home hugger.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, you want to break the news to them now, or
no? I'm doing it in my last video. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna upload this one like right before my last one.
All right.
Because this one's like an hour long, so.
You don't want to upload it now?
No.
Not now, but like within this week.
Nah.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
All right.
Because this is like one of those videos that like you're gonna have to watch in parts, so.
Or it's like you're gonna break it up in like segments. Like you can ideally break this part, like break up this movie into like, this has been a movie. This has technically been a movie.
I don't know who would sit down and watch this.
You'd be surprised. Some people would. Well, break it up into segments. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Like 6-part segment of like a podcast. That way you don't like if you like get lazy, you can just upload like, hey, have this.
That's not a bad idea.
Not me. I'm gonna do this every single step of the way. Actually, you should do that like segments that way.
Yeah, I should do segments
because you have more stuff that way they don't get lost.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed.